The steam coming from this bowl. This is probably like one of my biggest pet peeves is when I'm starving and I have to wait for my food to cool down. Ugh. It's so irritating. Also, does anyone else eat from paper bowls just because you're too lazy and you don't want to wash the bowl? Isn't that sad? Before we get started, I do just want to let you know, I've already mentioned this in a video before, I am going to Alaska, so I'm not going to be having any veterinary videos go up until probably July, mid-July, because I'm not going to be at work. I'm going to be in Alaska for 2 weeks, and I will be filming it, just so you know. Alright, great. Okay. Hey guys, what's up, and welcome back to my channel. Today, we're going to be talking about how I am able to vlog at work, because I get a lot of questions about it. Also, I'm going to talk about the equipment that I use and all that sort of thing. A lot of people comment saying that they want to start a veterinary channel but they don't know how to, or so we're going to be talking about that today. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe to my channel if you're not, and hit the notification bell so you can be part of the Birch family. And if you want to hang out with me outside of YouTube, make sure to follow me on my social medias, which are linked down below. Oh, that was so unattractive. Oh my gosh. First wanted to start out talking about like kind of how I started doing this. I think I have talked about this in previous videos. A lot of you already know. I'm studying veterinary nursing and I'm enrolled at Cedar Valley College. I'll have their information down there if you want to check them out. For Cedar Valley, I have to film a lot of videos, like a lot of videos. And I have posted a lot of my assignments to this channel, and I'll have those linked down below too if you want to watch them. Because I was required to film videos for school, I was getting all of this footage, spending so much freaking time editing these videos and submitting them to my professors that I was like, I'm just gonna start posting these to YouTube. That's how I started veterinary vlogging. If you've been here since the beginning, I actually started this channel doing makeup, but there are so many channels out there like that that I wanted to do something else that I loved, which was veterinary medicine. If you have been subscribed to my channel for a while, like I'm talking about back when I had only a couple hundred subscribers, definitely leave me a comment down below. So if you want to start videoing for the internet, then definitely talk to your boss and say, hey, this is what I envision, but I want to use this footage and I want to use these pictures for our clinic's benefit, and so we can get more followers and we can get more business, because that is where everything is going these days, is social media. And a lot of vets, they don't really want to do social media, and the clients love it. Clients love to see their pet on social media, which I think is great. So after you talk to your boss and your boss is okay with it, then you have to get permission from your owners. So every patient that I post to our clinic Facebook, or any patient that I feature in any of my videos, I have written consent from the owner stating that it is okay that I use their pet for advertisement or to post publicly on the internet. And we keep those consent forms just with any other consent form that we have for surgery or sedation or whatever. So yes, definitely get your boss's consent and then get the owner's consent as well. Alright, the next thing that we're going to talk about is the equipment that I use. I did invest in getting a Canon camera, and that is the first thing that I had. I didn't have lights or a microphone or a tripod or anything. I just had my small Canon camera. You can really use any camera. You don't have to get a fancy camera. Just find a starting place and just start from there. So I got a Canon Rebel T6i, but it does have a screen that flips out, so I'm able to see myself over here and make sure I'm in focus, make sure there's not like food in my teeth. And I really like this camera. It takes amazing pictures. This camera that I have is really good for what I'm doing now, like sitting down and talking, because if you have to move a bunch, it kind of takes its time to focus on things, which is kind of hard, you know. So later down the road, I did end up purchasing a microphone. Because this camera was mainly made to take pictures, its audio quality like wasn't that great. I literally would have to sit here and scream at the camera for it to be able to pick up on my audio. And a lot of my old videos are so many comments like, why is she screaming? That's because I had to, okay? But I ended up buying a microphone, which makes it so much better, so I don't have to sit here and scream at you guys all the time. So the second camera that I use is a GoPro. Honestly, I love filming at work with my GoPro. It has made my life so much easier. I don't have to constantly focus it, and it's easy to carry around with me, so I don't have to carry around a huge camera all the time. If you're wanting to do more veterinary videos that are moving around and like at the clinic, then I would definitely recommend getting a GoPro instead of one of these big cameras, unless you're wanting to do like sit down things that like I'm doing right now. The only thing about the GoPro is the audio is not that good, and a lot, actually most all of the footage that I use from the GoPro I do voice over, because you can't really really hear anything. So this is it. I think this is the newest one, which is the Hero 6. I love this. This is probably one of my favorite purchases just because it makes filming at work so much easier. Because look how tiny it is. It also has a bunch of accessories that go with it. I did buy an accessory pack and the Jesus, I don't know what that was. So the way that I edit my movies, I do use iMovie, which was already incorporated into my Mac computer that I already have. And the iMovie is really beginner friendly and it does everything that I need it to do. One day I'll invest in getting Final Cut Pro, but I'm not at that point yet, okay? So I do want to go over just some tips and tricks for you guys if you're wanting to film at work. My first tip is don't film while you're like crazy busy, okay? If we're crazy busy, I'm not grabbing my camera. I'm not trying to make my boss mad, you know? Another tip for you guys is I do recommend just kind of getting your camera or whatever and just setting it up and film what's going on and voice it over later, especially when you're first getting started, because talking in front of a camera does take time to like get used to. Voicing over is just a little bit easier in my opinion. Alright guys, that is it for this video. I hope I helped in some way. If you liked it, don't forget to subscribe before you leave and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!